Thank you.
I have a good night.
How old you is, Molly?
How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly? Hey, Molly, how old you is?
How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly? How old you is, Molly?
You know, the evolution of Molly Santana is really just truly something to speak on. Now, in the past, you know, I've made a video on Molly Santana just saying, you know, she was a clone. She was a clone to BK. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that too. I'm not gonna change my position. I'm gonna stand on that. I mean, look at the ridiculous amount of promotion she bought. Holy sh! She's cutting Bobblehead a check of hell. In the past, she was a clone of BK. At least that's how it sounded to my ears. Now I'm gonna stand on that. But as you can clearly tell over time, she has changed her whole style of beats, her whole, you know, sound selection. I feel like her preset is like accustomed to her now. Whenever I hear anything that sounds like it, I'll know it's, you know, Molly Santana inspired.
That money go where I go.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, she wasn't always like this. She really came out of nowhere. Now, this has to be one of the most orchestrated, you know, perfectly planned come ups, like I've said on Twitter, of the century. You know what I'm saying? Other than like probably Netspend and Osama Sun.
I could fuck you all the time.
But let's, you know, let's start from the beginning of her coming out into the underground. You know what I'm saying? Her, or, you know, maybe her management posted it. Oh, so much. Like they bought Bobblehead, underground sound, everywhere. They bought all the promo, all the Instagram promo. I mean, look at the ridiculous amount of promotion she bought. Holy sh! Like, she's cutting Bobblehead a check of hell. And it looked like she just came out of nowhere. She literally just came out of nowhere. And that's when I made the video. I heard some of her songs and they were just all right. They weren't like crazy to me. They were just good though. Like they're all right, you know what I'm saying? But you know, over time she was talked about more and more, and kind of led up to her being in a song wars with Plague Max and, you know, Laser Dim. And this is where this clip comes from, and you know it still haunts her to this day.
Thank you.
I have a good night.
How old you is, Molly?
But you know, after this clip happened and they were spamming this all over Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. How old you is, Molly? How old you is? This and that. You know what I'm saying? Back off, that's my girl.
How old you is, Molly?
That kind of solidified her position in the underground. You know what I'm saying? You know, then after this she had dropped a couple of snippets and they sounded pretty good. They were sounding pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Niggas know, whoa, whoa. My chain swinging to the floor, whoa, whoa. Black cars, color gang, yeah, color red, yeah.
Everything changed when she dropped her album. Now, nobody was expecting Molly Santana's album to be this good. And this for sure locked her in, solidified underground. You know what I'm saying?
No, that can't be.
I might just figure out if a bitch wanna play, I can rebound. Go ahead and see about it.
She needs to do more stutters, bro. Stutters is so hard. Say, now, you know, 426, she probably had the hardest project to drop that night. You know what I'm saying? Tana released on the same night, and people have been saying Molly's, you know, album was harder than Tana's, which I have to agree with, bro. Like, you gotta listen to some of these, like, literally insane, bro. And the way she built up to her rollout was actually very creative, and I do respect that. Like, artistically, it was good.
Yo, was that Mom?
Yeah, that's her.
But to be honest, nobody really knows anything about Molly Santana other than a couple of interviews that were put on the YouTube and some Instagram lives. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like she came out of nowhere and just took over the underground. And you know, the reason why I want to stand on what I said, you know, back then so much, because I was right. At the end of the video, this is what I said. Honestly, I do hope that Molly Santana kind of develops her own music style and doesn't really take on the shape of everybody else in the underground. Everything I said about her music can really go for everybody in the underground. I feel like everyone's trying to have like a certain sound. Now, as of recently, you know, people like Tana, Che, Osama Sun have been kind of breaking that like normal underground sound. So it's like you don't hear someone and they sound like Sofago all the time. You don't hear someone and they sound like a certain other rapper. It's like you hear Che and you know that's Che's sound. You know it's not anybody else's. Like Tana tried to do it, but he's low-key falling off because, I mean, his shit was just not that good. So that's one of the reasons why I hope she develops her sound, and a lot of other rappers, that's why I hope they develop their sounds too, because it's like, you can't just sound like someone else. Like Destroyed Lonely clones, Netspend clones, Xavier So Bass clones, all of you guys, you know, you guys need to develop your own sound. And that's exactly what she did. I think she came up with her own sound, came up with her, you know what I'm saying, her own style, and just really locked in. And, you know, I can appreciate that. But, you know, I'm really excited to see what she, you know, has dropping in the future. And maybe one day we could get some more, like, you know, lore on her, because I don't really know like too much about her. I'm not gonna watch a 2-hour interview. I'm sorry though, I'm not gonna lie. But if you guys enjoyed, you know what I'm saying, leave a like, subscribe, all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.